Hello students. In the previous videos we have discussed some of the features of the Indian Constitution, and those were parliamentary form of government, federalism, and separation of powers. And next, what this video contains is the rest of the two features of the Indian Constitution, that is fundamental rights and secularism, we are going to discuss. Now, what are fundamental rights? This section has been referred to as the conscience of the Indian Constitution. These rights are such that they protect against the misuse of power if a common man or common Indian citizen exercises it accordingly. It protects them against the absolute and arbitrary power exercised by the states. It also guarantees an individual's right against other individuals or sometimes even the state. There are six fundamental rights which are guaranteed to us as an Indian citizen by our constitution. So, those rights we are going to discuss now. These are right to equality, and this means before the law, every person is equal. All the people are equally protected by the Indian law. They can't be discriminated on the basis of their respective caste, sex, or religion. They can access public places equally and would get equal opportunity of employment. It strictly condemns the practice of untouchability. Second right is the right to freedom. It includes the right to freedom of expression and speech, the right to live in any in any region of India, right to move freely, right to form association, and right to practice any profession or business. The third right which is being guaranteed to us is the right against exploitation. According to the constitution, it is illegal to employ children who are less than 14 years in age, forced labor, or trafficking of humans. Next is right to freedom of religion. All the citizens have been granted religious freedom. They are free to practice, propagate, and profess any religion of their choice. Next one is educational and cultural rights. Our constitution states that all the religious, linguistic, or minorities have the right to set up educational institutes as they want to develop and preserve their respective cultures. And sixth is right to constitutional remedies. And according to this rule, this right, a citizen has the right to move to a court if she believes that a particular state has violated her rights. So, children, these were some of the rights which are being granted to us by our Indian Constitution, by our Constitution. And the next feature is secularism. Secularism is something which can be termed as giving respect to all the religion. In a secular state, a single religion is never promoted as the state religion. Our country is neutral in the matter of religion. Neutral. Every citizen is free to follow every citizen is free to follow their own faith. India became a secular state in 1976 with 42nd amendment of the Constitution of India. With this, does India doesn't have any official religion. The laws of the country work in several ways to prevent religious domination or discrimination, which we are going to discuss in the next video of chapter 2. Now we shall start with the very important thing, that is the difference between the state and the government, which we haven't discussed earlier. We'll discuss here. So, a state is referred to a political institution that represents sovereign people who occupy a definite territory. State is basically permanent, and government, on other hand, you can say responsible. It is responsible for administering and enforcing laws within the state. The state is a broader term, but the government is a part of the state. means it is a narrow term, it is a smaller term which comes within the state. The state does not change after elections, but the government do. For example, you can take the Indian state, Nepali state, etc. And for the government, you can take democratic form of government, monarchical form of government, etc. Many other forms of government we have discussed earlier. Last but not the least is the conclusion, after which we are going to end the chapter. The very first chapter of ours will be ended here. Now, history of the country often determines the layout of its constitution. It lays down the ideals which all the citizens as well as the government adhere to, follows. There had been amendments in the constitution over the years to reflect the new concerns of the polity. A major change in the constitution means a change in the fundamental nature of the country, which has been observed in the case study of Nepal, where the country has had to adopt a new constitution after it became a democratic nation. So, children, here the chapter comes to an end. We are going to make some other videos, some more videos related to the other chapters of our political science class 8. Thank you. Have a nice day.